Hey, Forrest here. Nothing like getting paid. And with ICCU's mobile app, I can deposit checks or accept Zelle payments so the money hits my account fast. I just wish there was an app for mowing the rest of these lawns.
Right now, Lithia Ford of Boise is buying used vehicles. How much you want for the SUV?
I don't know.
Well, Lithia Ford will give you more than that.
How much more?
More than you think.
I'm not thinking anything.
I'm thinking you might get even more than that. See how much more you can get at Lithia Ford of Boise.
When it comes to concrete, we've got you covered. RowPaint.com offers custom concrete coating services for your garage, business, warehouse, and more. And we do it in one day. We are your complete concrete coatings solution.
It's time for the Lithia Ford of Boise postgame show from Bronco Nation News. We're breaking down the game with highlights, interviews, analysis, and most importantly, you. Give your thoughts on the game in the YouTube chat or Facebook comments, and we'll include the best ones on the show. Check out LithiaFordBoise.com to view their full inventory of vehicles, or check them out at 8853 West Fairview in Boise. Now let's head out and join BJ Rains for the Lithia Ford of Boise post-game show from Bronco Nation News.
Hey, how we doing, Boise State fans? 87-69 the final. Boise State takes down Utah Valley here at ExtraMile Arena in front of a nice crowd, 8,544. They won those last two at Myrtle Beach, and now they get a win here against a quality Utah Valley squad. And you look at the KenPom numbers, Boise State up to number 67 at KenPom as they continue to rise. They started, I believe, at number 85 going into the season. They fell after the loss to Charlotte to 97. And in the three-game winning streak, they've picked up 30 spots at KenPom. They're back up to number 67, and they're sitting at 4-2 on the season. Now, Collin Mitchell is here with me. He put some highlights together. We're going to show you those. We're going to hear from Leon Rice. We're going to hear from Najee Smith, who was sporting some nice shades today during his interview, as well as Chibuzo Abo. Again, after Boise State wins 87-69, we'll take your comments. We'll take your thoughts in the YouTube chat or on Facebook, what you think about this one for Boise State as they win their third in a row, as I said, and starting to get some momentum. Up next, there'll be another winnable game on Tuesday against Cal State and Northridge, so chance for Boise State to get to 5-2 and have a four-game winning streak before they head on the road to play a good Texas A&M team on Saturday down in Fort Worth, Texas, in a neutral site game. So we will see. Looks like hopefully I'm getting a signal is not great, so I'm hoping that maybe the Wi-Fi. Let's see if the data is not working, the data port, and we're going off Wi-Fi. I'm not sure. We will. We completely lost the signal there for a second. So, I did see that on Facebook. It said Utah State instead of Utah Valley. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate that. Never perfect. Put the wrong team on there, and people are quick to call you out on it. So apologize for that. You are correct, Jen. They played Utah Valley, not Utah State. My apologies. So we can get that updated maybe in the YouTube thing. I don't think I can change it on Facebook. I'm not sure. But, it was Utah Valley, not Utah State. I'm eternally grateful for that, Jen. So, eternally, I apologize. Thank you for pointing that out to me. But, you get great game for Boise State. 20 points from Chibuzo Abo on 7 of 11 from the field. He goes 4 of 6, 17 from Najee Smith, 15 from Marcus Shaver Jr., 12 points from Max Rice. So all 5 starters in double figures tonight for Boise State, a season high 87 points. So a very impressive win overall for Boise State. I even thought guys like Sada and Ganga gave some good minutes, 5 rebounds, including 2 offensive rebounds. He had a putback. He played 13 minutes. He continues to get more playing time. And I thought Sada played well. But they're going to need some more from the bench. I mean, let's see what the bench scoring was tonight. 4 points off the bench is all they got for Boise State. Utah Valley had 24 off the bench. So, overall 36 points in the paint, 11 turnovers. Oh, it was 11 points off the Utah Valley turnovers. Boise State only had, 7 turnovers in the game. So that's a good stat. But again, only 10 assists on 33 field goals for Boise State. So it was a lot of one-on-one tonight. You'd like to see Boise State do a little better in terms of moving the ball a little bit. And it was sticking a little bit tonight. A lot of guys posting up and doing things, but it worked. 33 field goals probably is something that Boise State would like to include. But again, season high 87 points. It's hard to find too many things wrong with this. If you do have a comment, let us know who your Idaho Central Credit Union player of the game would be. We're going to get to that here in a little bit. We got some highlights to show as well, thanks to let's see here. Where would I find this? Highlights, Utah Valley at Boise State. We'll get those locked up. We'll go and play those here in a second. We got D-Rock saying really surprised with Max Rice's development on the offensive end. He's showing that he's no longer just a catch-and-shoot player, expanding his overall game. Yeah, he had a nice couple drives to the basket, nice running layup, and yeah, I thought that he's definitely improved this year. And if you look at the season stats, I think he's up to, he's off to a much better start, obviously, from three-point range than he was last year. He was 1 for 3 tonight from 3. So, Max Rice continues to overall, Boise State was only 9 of 27 from three-point range. They'd like to see that number go a little bit higher. I still think they're outside the top 300 in terms of three-point shooting. So that is certainly something that Boise State can improve on. I do apologize for my voice being a little raspy, but I was doing a lot of yelling at the TV watching some sports yesterday after we got home from the football game. But again, 87-69 is the final. Nice game for Boise State. Let's see. And nice crowd. We thank Collin Mitchell for getting all the highlights here for this one. They had the crowd was rocking. They announced 85-44. It may not have actually been that high, but it was overall a nice crowd tonight. And quick game, too. Only took an hour and 47 minutes. Maybe that was the best part of this. But Boise State looking to win their third straight game. Tyson Degenhart getting off to a nice start. Hits the first three for Boise State to fire up the crowd. They take the early 3-0 lead. Kicking it back out, Max Rice. The pump fake, the one dribble, just like they teach you to do it in practice. Rice bangs home the three. Boise State continues to add to the lead. Here's when Chibuzo Abo got going. He hits a little spin around, fadeaway jumper. He likes doing that. And here's Shaver, finds him in the corner. He hits the three, one of 4 threes he hit. He was started out 3 for 3 in the first half. A little step back, jab step, hits that shot. Max Rice again from the corner, hits another. That was the, there was a foul there, so the ball stays. Tyson Degenhart posting up. And one. Nice little move there from Tyson Degenhart. He finished with 19 points, as I said, also had 8 rebounds. Marcus Shaver Jr. getting involved. Nice little one-handed shot there. Gets it to fall. Shaver had 15 points in this one for Boise State. Max Rice driving to the hoop. Nice shot over the 7-footer. Little scoop shot there. And how about Matt Bauscher supporting the Bronco Nation News team with his hat there. So I gave him a hat and he wore it to the game. So thanks to Matt Bauscher, Bauscher Real Estate. We're going to pick our Bauscher Real Estate player of the game here in a little bit. Marcus Shaver Jr. taking the charge there. Nice and one for Najee Smith. He had just gotten his shot blocked and was able to get it back and put it in. That was a nice play there. Then Najee from the corner. Najee really took off in the second half. He had 3 or 4 straight buckets in the second half. Max Rice coming down, another little turnaround shot. He gets it to go. 12 minutes to go in the game here. Boise State is leading. There's Degenhart from the top of the key. He hits the 3. The Broncos extending the lead. Utah Valley needs I guess Leon called timeout there after that one. But Boise State led by as many as, 23 later in the game. They end up winning by 18. Najee Smith, look at this move. He posts the guy up. The little fadeaway. That's tough. You can't defend that. And here's Najee again posting up. He's he can kind of hang in the air when he shoots it, and he's tough to defend there. So Degenhart gets the N1. Boise State did a really nice job of closing this game out. They extended the lead, didn't let Utah Valley back in it. Nice up and under there from Lucas Milner. And Boise State, again, wins this one by a final score of 87-69. Boise State gets the win, their 3rd win in a row. And the Broncos, again, improved to 4-2 on the season. We got D-Rock saying Najee Smith was the MVP today. Shot 70% from the field, added 3 blocks. Shaver also flirting with the triple-double today. Let's see what he finished up with. 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Yeah, he's going to get there. And by the way, Marcus Shaver Jr. is like one of the top rebounders in the entire conference, and it's crazy. I mean, most of his teammates are boxing guys out, and he's just kind of hanging there to get the rebound. It's not like he's doing a ton of fighting for boards, but he is making some impressive plays. And if you're a 6'2" guard averaging basically 8.5 rebounds a game, that is super impressive. We're getting the two bars here, Collin. I don't know if you're listening or not. Hopefully it's sounding okay, but okay. So we'll apologize if the Wi-Fi or the internet is not working perfect. We moved seats here to accommodate some of the other riders. We didn't want to bother them, and we're over in the Utah Valley media section. So ironically enough, if it's not working, that is probably why. We got one of our biggest fans, Kendra, saying Najee and Buzo are on fire. Yes, they are. They're both playing very well right now. The two of them combining for, let's see here, 37 points for the two of them. You had Najee was plus 12 in the plus 12 in the plus minus. You had Chibuzo at 11. Ironically, Tyson Degenar was plus 27, by the way. It's impressive. Plus 24 for Max Rice, and then 25 for Marcus Shaver Jr. So you got a feel for Trey Woodbury. Their guard was minus 24. Was the score difference when he was on the court. So he wasn't providing a whole lot tonight, even though he did have 13 points for Utah Valley. Their 7-footer, Aziz Bandango, plays 26 minutes, only takes 4 shots. He came in averaging a double-double, and he only had, 4 points and 3 rebounds. So 2 turnovers. So Aziz, their 7-footer, Boise State did a really good job. They're playing small, and they got smaller guys out there, and they're still able to, defend. And you have Tyson Degenhardt guarding, a 7-footer for a good portion of the game. And I was very impressed, obviously, with what he was able to do. Offensively, he scores 19 points, grabs 8 rebounds, and then he's guarding the big guy on the other team. And I thought did a great job as usual. So, do want to throw in a plug for a couple of our sponsors, and don't forget Monday. We have a huge announcement. Bronco Nation News, a promotion we're doing, a contest we're doing. If you're on the fence about subscribing. Also, subscribers that are going to be coming back for year 2. I do apologize for the Wi-Fi. I have no idea what's going on. So the Wi-Fi is not great right now, so I apologize for that. We had to move spots, and we'll make sure in future games here. We're actually not even on Wi-Fi. We're plugged in, but for some reason it's not coming across perfect, at least on my end. But Monday, we have a big-time announcement for Bronco Nation News. Hopefully, you'll listen at 9 a.m. with John Mallory. We'll tell you about it. And if your subscription is set to renew starting on November 30th, we had 300 subscriptions in the first 3 days. So we have a promotion and contest we're going to do that will hopefully make you want to keep your subscription going into year 2. Buzo and Sada, really impressive. Tyson, of course, led the way with energy and versatility. Great game, Broncos. Yeah, like I said, I was pretty impressed with I'll do it again, Collin. I hit the wrong button. Any update on the Utah Valley guy who took a hard hit and left early? Looks like he might have gotten a gnarly concussion. Yeah, that was scary, Sam, and I don't have an update for you. I apologize. But he was obviously in a situation where he fell down hard, and I think it was Tyson or somebody that sat on him, and that looked really scary. So that was certainly something that we hope he's okay. But I do not have anything at this point on him or his condition at this point. Hey, check out the Blue and Orange Store, theblueandorangestore.com. Free shipping, any order over $40, theblueandorangestore.com. Or if you're in the Boise area, you can go to the Boise Town Square Mall and check them out. They're on the second floor next to Pro Image. Bauscher Real Estate, the #1 ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley. Check them out, bauscherrealestate.com, 243-8222. No home is too big or too small. Let Matt Bauscher handle all of your real estate needs moving forward. Ridley's Family Market, shopridleys.com. 13 locations in the state of Idaho, and you can find one near you at shopridleys.com. They got the at-home shopping, the Skip app, the home delivery, all that good stuff. And so when you're thinking about your next trip to the grocery store, think local, support our sponsor, Ridley's Family Markets. United Commercial Insurance as well. We're going to hear from Leon Rice in just a second. UnitedCommercialInsurance.com. They make business insurance easy. You can give them a call, 229-8222. Check them out, UnitedCommercialInsurance.com. They can write business policy insurance in 44 states around the country, but they're trying to beef up their Treasure Valley businesses right now. So if you're a business owner or help out with the insurance for your business here in the Treasure Valley, quick call, quick visit their website could save you hundreds of dollars. Check them out, UnitedCommercialInsurance.com. Let's hear from Leon Rice, Boise State's head coach. He met with the media in this one after the win. It was a 87-69 win. Here's the head coach, Leon Rice.
The first game back from some of those long trips can sometimes be, hard to have the energy and stuff. And they're obviously a quality team too. I mean, to come out and, beat them pretty handedly. How's it feel?
Well, I thought the best thing is I'm seeing big jumps in what we're doing. I mean, our offense, we needed 87 points. I mean, we scored 87 tonight. I don't think we could have done that 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. And but the biggest jump, and the reason why we're becoming a little more efficient offensively, we're getting each other shots, instead of like having to go, I'm going to go get my own. Yeah, I got shot makers that can do that, but it's a lot easier, like Chibuzo. If we get him shots, he'll make them. He doesn't have to, grind hard to find them. And then, when they get on a roll, our guys are pretty good at finding them again. And you saw that, with Chibuzo in the first half and then Naj in the second. And, so I think we're doing a good job of that, of starting to make each other better and starting to really understand our roles, with the top, with that first group. I thought we had some growth in our bench tonight. You're seeing some guys that are getting better and better in front of our eyes, and guys that I'm getting more and more comfortable with. I thought Cedric came off the bench. I told him, you rebound, you play. So he held me to that tonight, and so I tried to and those were big rebounds for us. He did a great job, and he took care of the ball, made a hustle play. You're seeing his growth, and he's not alone. All those guys on the bench are growing, and that's the hard part. I've got 6 guys on the bench, 6, 7 guys that I'm trying to get better, and we've played a lot of tough games, and it's I need to get them out there more, and these games don't allow you to get them tons of minutes, but I thought we got them a few more tonight, and that really helped the team.
I mean, you're happy with the bench, but every single one of your starters finished in double figures.
Yeah.
Today. It's been over a year since you guys have had something like that happen. How impressive is that?
Yeah, again, it goes back to these guys. They don't, there's shots that Max could have taken that he got, Shaver a great look, and you go to Shaver, and you go to Tyson, and you go to Buzo, and you go to all these guys. They get each other shots. They care about each other, and they care about the right stuff. That's why this team's going to keep getting better, because we got great character on this team that cares about the right things, and that's why we'll continue to improve and grow, and that's what I'm most pleased with.
What was your favorite Naj being Naj play tonight?
I think maybe his last bucket, he tricked me even. I was like, oh, he's bringing it back. No, he's not. Hand one. Now he's that is. I think every one of his buckets are those, and those were big because you need that balance. He had 17 points, 2 rebounds. I think he altered a lot of shots. He had 3 block shots. He helps us protect the paint. Does a lot of intangibles, and that they did a better. They were shutting Chibuzo off, and then he got a little foul trouble, and so when we got guys that can pick up the slack, that makes for a good offense.
We saw tonight, obviously, what he does on the court, but you walk in here and you get a chuckle out of the sunglasses and stuff.
Yeah.
What is his role as a leader, a veteran, and a guy who seems to be just kind of loose about everything?
Well, he's not loose. I think that's it's more of just a joy. And that's what I love about him. It's he takes things serious when it needs to be serious, and he grinds and he works hard and he does all the right things. And but I want our guys to enjoy being together, and enjoy traveling together, and have fun. They play basketball because it's fun, and there's a lot of pressure on some of them, and these, not some of them. There's always pressure on these college athletes. So to have a guy that just helps take that off, helps lighten the load for those other guys that, we have some, I used a weird term last time, maybe guys that put a lot of pressure on themselves sometimes. and so having a guy like Naj is valuable to that. Just to, like, hey, it's basketball. Let's just go play. And when we get playing together, we're great. And that's maybe one of his best qualities.
What do you think of his accessory game, though?
I've never seen that before out of Naj, but again, not surprised. And he just kind of, as long as he's doing his job and as long as he's helping others, I support it.
How valuable was Buzo's hot start tonight?
Yeah, it was. I just like the way we moved the ball, the quality of shots we got. And because Utah Valley had a hot start. Holy cow, they're a really, really good offensive team. And if we weren't scoring, they were going to leave us. And that never changed throughout the game. We had to keep scoring. I think we had one little dry spell where it looked like we got a little tired. It seemed like we just were running in sand. I think they were a little tired. That was a high-paced game and a lot of possessions and pretty physical. And, I thought that was two pretty good teams playing. And, we made a lot of shots tonight, and because of the shot selection, I would have to say.
You covered me for a while, Leon. There's been November games where you guys put 116 on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Hasn't necessarily been the case this year, but there's obviously a reason to that. How pleased are you with where you are after Game 6 versus where you started Game 1?
Oh, so pleased, because we didn't know our identity. We didn't have our identity. I didn't have a clue about rotations, which it's a work in progress. I think a big key to this season is to the development of all these guys, and not just the bench guys, but keep developing the seniors and, keep developing Lucas and Shaver and all these guys. That is the key to our season, how much better we continue to get. And if you were here the first game and you were here this game, you saw a much better team, and that's what really has me encouraged.
There he is, Leon Rice. You can hear the rest of our post-game interview with him on the YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Did we hit 1,800 yet on the YouTube? We're trying to get to 1,800 subscribers. We were at 1,798 the last I looked. So hopefully we have reached there. If not, we're very close. I guess we're click my videos over on the left, or your videos, and then click at the dashboard, the top one on the left there. Click dashboard right there. We are at 1799. We need one more of you that are watching that do not come on, Kendra, go over to YouTube. Stop watching on Facebook. We need one more. We got 1799. So help us get over 1,800. It's easy. It takes like 2 seconds. You just go to youtube.com/Bronco Nation News and you click subscribe. youtube.com/Bronco Nation News and you click subscribe. We are taking the comments there on the YouTube chat as well. Kendra says I'm on it, so appreciate it. You can do that, and then we will the full post game with Coach Rice, and then we're going to hear in a minute from Najee Smith and Chabuzo. So don't go anywhere, Kendra. We got two of your favorites coming up here for the post game interview, but we're going to play a little bit of it. We'll play the full interviews, and that was only about half of Leon Rice, so you can go back on the onto the YouTube and watch the full video a little later. But again, 87-69 the final. They got the blower out here, the leaf blower, getting all the trash cleaned up. There's security crews still working. There's a lot going on here at the arena. But we are broadcasting from the Cutwater Canned Cocktail Studios, the mobile studios today here courtside at ExtraMile Arena. Pick up one of the more than 30 flavors of pre-mixed premium cocktails from Cutwater Spirits at your local grocery store or gas station. I will be partaking in a few tonight, Collin, for the Kansas State football game. Looking forward to that. I think I might go with the I don't know, the Mai Tai is pretty hard to turn down tonight. I think there might be a Mai Tai night. We'll see. The Long Island iced tea is awesome as well. So check out Cutwater Canned Cocktails. Rowpaint.com, our title sponsor. They got that deal going on in the Twin Falls area, BNN Twin 23. Use the promo code BNN Twin 23 and you get 23% off when you're putting your price quote there at rowpaint.com. So appreciate them. Please consider them for all of your painting needs, whether it's a concrete coating, any industrial, commercial, residential, interior, exterior painting on your siding, your walls inside. Please, as I consider our friends at rowpaint.com. Idaho Central Credit Union as well, the official bank of Bronco Nation News, and the Raines family. We have loved our time with ICCU. They just do a great job, friendly staff, tremendous, and it's just so easy with the online banking to do what we need to do for the business and get everybody paid and things like that. So check them out, iccu.com, and make the switch today. You will not be disappointed. Lithia Ford of Boise, and again, we're going to hear from Najee Smith as well as Chabuzo Abo here in just a minute, but Lithia Ford of Boise, lithiafordboise.com. Check them out as well. They've got some sales going on right now, and again, they'll make you a cash offer on the spot for your used vehicle. Even if you don't want to purchase from them, they'll make you a cash offer for a vehicle if you're looking to sell your used car. So check them out. Do what the Raines family did and purchase a vehicle from Lithia Ford of Boise. We are very happy with our decision. TCS, Transportation Compliance Service. Check them out, transcomservice.com. If you're looking to get into the trucking industry, want to be a truck driver, they'll help you with all your permits and things like that. You can do this kind of truck you see on the screen. between, or you can do an Amazon truck in your neighborhood, everything in between. So they'll help you with all the permits and all the things that you need to get out there, towing that first load in no time. Check us again, see if we got pushed over the top there. I think we might have. BoiseDentistryCo.com. That's my dentist on the screen, Dr. Meinert. Go ahead and make the switch to Dr. Meinert. You'll be extremely happy. Boise Dentistry Co., their staff, and we did. We surpassed 1,800 on. We're at 1,800 on the dot, so nobody better go cancel now and put us back below. But 1,800 YouTube subscribers, so we appreciate that. We're making the push towards 2,000, so we'd love to get to 2,000 by here in the next month or two. But we appreciate everybody that is a YouTube follower. And again, Boise Dentistry Co., full family dentistry, locations from Mountain Home to Caldwell and everywhere in between. Check them out, BoiseDentistryCo.com. I mentioned, let's see if we got some more comments coming in here. Let's go back to the post-game show here. Got to get an audio-only stream for travel to and from games. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. We could look into that, but, I mean, can't you just go to YouTube on your phone? And what a lot of people do is just go to YouTube, and then you can connect it Bluetooth to your speakers, and then just, set the phone down, and you can play the YouTube video. Cole says he's missing half the show. Well, you can also go back and when you get home and rewatch the show. But I think what some people do, and I can watch YouTube videos, listen to YouTube podcasts that way, where you just go to YouTube on your phone and then just set your phone down and then listen to it that way while you're driving. You don't have to actually watch the show. So that's an option for you, Cole. Fair. Nate says Shaver needs to tighten it up a bit. Fairly sloppy today. How many turnovers did Marcus Shaver Jr. have today? Only had 2 turnovers, so not sure what more you want, Nate, from a point guard that had 6 assists, the 2 turnovers, a 3-to-1 ratio is a pretty good number. Had 15 points, had 9 rebounds and 6 assists, 2 steals. I'll take that game all day from Marcus Shaver Jr. So I didn't really see the same thing you did there, but certainly that is something that I don't say you're wrong. I just don't necessarily see the same thing there. Naj is the secret sauce, like Lucas and Sada's boards. Appreciate Chikendra. There we go. Let's see here. Let's hear from Chibuzo Abo and Najee Smith. You'll see the sunglasses that Najee is wearing as you see the guy has an entire arena that he can be blowing the trash away, and he comes right behind us here at this point. But it is what it is. But here is a little bit of Abo and Najee Smith after a 87-69 win over Utah Valley.
Yeah, it seemed like in the first half you were real aggressive. The shot was falling. You just kept letting it fly. How did it feel to get off to a hot start?
It felt really good, especially in the extra mile. I feel like I really haven't played well up until today offensively. But, yeah, it felt really good to have that happen today. So.
How have you seen Najee Smith grow in confidence since he's been inserted into the starting lineup?
Oh, man, Najee, he just needed his time. Like, this year is really him. You see his footwork out there. He's just playing, just having fun, getting buckets.
I know Coach Rice always says, it's just Naj being Naj, but, how much have you improved on your footworks and the fundamental stuff?
I definitely feel like I had the skill, but then I needed the fundamentals. And over time, I feel like my fundamentals have caught up to the skill where I can pull off some stuff where people are kind of head scratching, how do you do that? But do it consistently.
You had about 12 of those type of plays today. What was your favorite one?
My favorite one would probably have to be the fadeaway. I don't know, something about hitting fadeaways with the 23 on that just makes me like a dream to me.
The last one. Footwork was crazy on the last one.
Can you explain? Because it looked like what'd you do? You stutter stepped in the lane, put your head back for a second. It was kind of like the Rondo thing a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I act like I was going to spin, and I went through with the right hand. I knew he wouldn't be expecting it.
How much did you, Buzo, your only other time in here, you fouled out and didn't score. You want to show the fans what they can expect from you this year?
I want to real bad, but at the same time, I know it's just going to come. It's all part of the process. So, just came in today ready to play and just happened today.
You get all 5 starters in double figures. You guys score 89 points or whatever it was. Can this team be a really good offensive team?
100%. I think at every position we're hard to guard, and that just makes us, even better team.
What did you kind of learn about the group and rotations from Myrtle Beach?
I think we learned that we need to have energy every time we come on the court. Every time we step out and we're going to play defense or offense, we just need to talk and let the other team hear us and know we're there and our presence is known.
What's the story with the sunglasses? Just being Naj?
I definitely wanted to come out with a little bit of swagger. I definitely feel like at the Colorado game, I kind of found my game a little bit, but didn't get to play the full game. So I definitely wanted to try to continue bring that into the next one. So I always live off the thing where if you look good, you feel good, and you play good.
It's Naj being Naj, 100%.
What do you think, Naj? I mean, that's 3 wins in a row now. Do you feel like this team is starting to kind of get some momentum here?
Oh, yeah. I definitely feel like we're a dangerous team that people kind of overlooked, and I definitely feel like we could get it going. We have so many weapons, and we kind of knew that coming in here. Our biggest challenge would just be coming together, and I didn't realize we'd be coming together this fast, but something special is coming.
When you're kind of in the starting lineup, it seems like you guys have, I mean, it's a really small lineup, positionless almost. Like, how do defenses play you guys differently with that?
I know that they definitely try to find ways to isolate their bigs and kind of get them done. But Tyson himself is like 5-through-1 in every position, so we don't really have to worry too much.
So when you're in the starting lineup, I mean, is it Tyson a lot of times that gets the responsibility of guarding the big, or you?
Definitely Tyson. They tried to give it to me a little bit, but then they found out I was 6'6" instead of 6'7". So.
How difficult does this team become to defend when 5 guys are able to score in double figures?
I definitely feel like we're really hard to defend. Last year, I feel like we definitely struggled from the 3, but we could definitely get in the paint, so that people started to pack it in the paint more. But now that we can stretch the defense and hit shots, they're really struggling to help with each other. So it's just leaving people on islands, and we're good with that.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the game, it seemed like you guys, almost more than anyone else, you get a couple buckets in and you just get confidence. What's that been like this season to kind of hit a couple shots and see your teammates feed you the ball?
I think, everybody on our team just wants to see each other be successful. So when we see one guy get hot, we just start looking for him. And, once he gets hot even more, just starts hitting a couple more shots, it opens it up for everybody else to get going too.
All right, so we'll get the rest of that on the YouTube channel here shortly. I did just get a stat from Nate Lowry, the great Nate Lowry. Boise State Sports Information Department does a great job making our lives easier with Boise State athletics. Matt Brumley's not bad himself. We'll give him some love too down there. But how about this? 15 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. It's only happened 3 times in Boise State history. A player having 15 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. And these are the 3 players that have done it. Derek Marks, Chandler Hutchison, and Derek Alston Jr. So you think about that company that he's now in. Derek Alston Jr., Chandler Hutchison, Derek Marks, the only 3 players in Boise State history to have 15, 9, and 6 in a game. That is super impressive with what he has done so far. So, yeah, I get it. The shooting percentage maybe wasn't perfect. He was only 5 of 16. He was 0 for 5 from 3. But when you're getting the assists and the rebounds and the other things in the room to still get to 15 points, I didn't have too much of a problem at all. I thought Marcus Shaver Jr. played a pretty solid game. So, again, you had 19 from Degenhart, 17 from Najee Smith, 15 from Shaver, 20 from Abo, 12 from Max Rice, 2 for Lucas Milner, 2 for Sada Nganga. I mean, if that is one negative, you're still not getting much from Milner and Mo Silla. Milner and Mo Silla, you just like to see them get going a little bit, because when you're playing small with Najee Smith, it's working now. But when you play some of these teams like San Diego State or Wyoming that have, really talented big guys, you're going to need, your big guys to play and do some things. So, I think there's potential there, but if that's one negative, you do want to see Lucas Milner get going a little bit. It's another game where he really didn't provide much offensively. In 14 minutes, he has 2 points, 3 fouls, did have 3 rebounds. He's had some great games, and he's had some games where he was kind of a non-factor. So you'd like to see Lucas Milner get going a little bit if you're Boise State. But otherwise, not a lot to complain about in this game. Boise State shoots over 50% from the field. They had 36-28 edge in the paint. Only 4 points from the bench. That is one area that you'd like to see improve. Only 4 points from the bench is not ideal. We're going to give our Matt Boucher Player of the Game to Marcus Shaver Jr. You know what? It's kind of a tie. I mean, there's like 4 guys you could give it to, but Marcus, let's go. Let's go Abo. Let's go Chibuzo Abo. For him to have 20 points and do what he did, 18 points in the first half, 4 of 6 from 3-point range, 4 rebounds, and he did it in 22 minutes because of foul trouble. We're going to give Chibuzo Abo the Boucher Real Estate Player of the Game. Again, check out Boucher Real Estate, the #1 ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley. No home is too small or too big for Matt Boucher. He'll take care of you and get you a great deal. 243-8222. You can check him out online at BoucherRealEstate.com. And again, we appreciate him. He was wearing the Bronco Nation News hat tonight, courtside. So very appreciative. Nate does admit that he's being a little nitpicky, which is fine. That's what we're trying to do. Our Moosh will be a very difficult replacement. Give our bigs time, and they'll get there. I mostly agree with you there, Big Wade. They've already got chemistry. You like to see that. So, yeah, pretty solid win. That's now 3 in a row. Boise State will host CSUN, Cal State Northridge. Trent Johnson, former Boise State player, is the head coach at CSUN, and they'll be here Tuesday at 7 o'clock as they try to, slow Boise State, but I don't see that happening. I think the Ken Pom number is like 20 points for Boise State, so that should be another easy win for Boise State. That would improve them to 4-2 ahead of a big game against Texas A&M, who they saw in Myrtle Beach. They didn't play them, but their coaches were able to see them and scout them a little bit ahead of that game next week. They were in the tournament, but they didn't play them. So couple big Saturday games coming up. This Saturday, you got Texas A&M, and then next Saturday at St. Louis. So some big games for Boise State, and we appreciate everybody, including Desi Smith, for checking out the show tonight. Appreciate Collin Mitchell for the highlights. He can wave at you as he walks by here. There he is. Where's he at? There he is. Colin's already putting stuff away for us, doing a great job. He has got both the videos up on YouTube, right? Or they're going to be up there shortly. If you want to go watch the full interviews with Coach Rice and the players, they are up there on the YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to the Bronco Nation News YouTube channel. We'd love to have you on there as we make our push towards 2,000. And again, one more plug. Make sure you watch Monday's show, Monday at 9 a.m. We're going to make a big announcement about a contest we're doing if you renew your subscription or if you sign up for a new subscription. And if you're a basketball fan, I'll just say that maybe getting to go on a road trip or something might be up for grabs and a prize to get to travel in style to a road trip to watch a basketball game later this season. So we got some cool things we're working on with that, and I think you're going to want to hopefully subscribe anyway because of the coverage we're providing. But if you're on the fence, we're going to make it worth it to you with a pretty cool contest. So thanks, BNN and team. Appreciate the coverage. Somebody was stalking you in the crowd yesterday, Collin. Need to get Collin a beanie. He looked a bit chilly yesterday. He says he wasn't cold. He says he wasn't cold at all. We should try to get a BNN beanie though. That for the wintertime, that's probably a good idea. We'll have to work on that. That's maybe, yeah. But we'll see you at 9 a.m. Monday. I'm going to finish up a story and get that posted as well. BroncoNationNews.com recapping this game. Kendra says Monday at 9 it is. I know Kendra would like to win this prize. We got a lot of cool things that are included in it. And I'll just tell you about it on Monday. So I don't want to give too much out of the bag, but Monday at 9 a.m. we will tell you more about what we're doing as a subscriber appreciation, I guess is one way to say it, for hitting our 1-year anniversary at Bronco Nation News. Believe it or not, will be 1-year anniversary on November 30th, middle of next week. So hope you enjoyed the show. Go tell your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you're on the fence about subscribing for the site, which I hope you do, wait till Monday when you hear the contest, and then it'll be live on Monday, and we'll enter you that way. So we appreciate it. Again, 87-69 is the final. Boise State beats Utah Valley. 3 wins in a row for the Broncos. I'll be with Johnny 9 a.m. Monday. I'll be with Jay Tuss 9 a.m. Tuesday, and then we'll have the pre- and post-game shows from the CSUN game on Tuesday night. So make us your spot before and after every Boise State basketball game the rest of the season. We'll have plenty of coverage all week of the Mountain West Championship game as well. That'll be on Saturday. Collin making the trip back up for that as well. So full coverage all week. Busy week with basketball and football going on, and we'll be your spot. Pre and post game at the James. Come check us out on Saturday. We'll be at the James for the pre and post game for the Mountain West Championship game as well. And that could be a nice party post game if Boise State is able to win the game. What do we got going on in the Oregon State is up on Oregon, but Oregon's got what, first and goal? Oregon's got first and goal. Oregon State is up 38-34, 5 minutes to go. So check that out. And Rock Chalk Jayhawk tonight for Kansas State on the gridiron as well. So have a great rest of your weekend. It's crazy with the game yesterday and this thing tonight that it's only Saturday at 5 o'clock. It's nice to have an evening and a full another day of the weekend here. So enjoy it. And we appreciate you for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bronco Nation News, Bronco Nation.